If you're working a 9 to 5 and you've ever thought there's got to be another way of making money besides trading my time, you are right. But here is what most people get wrong. They think the first step is to quit their job. It's not. The smartest way to do this is to build income whilst you're still employed. That way you're not relying on pressure, panic, or guesswork. You're building something real. Because the goal isn't just to make extra money on the side. The goal is to create income streams that eventually give you more money, more freedom, more options, and more control over your time. So in this video, I'm going to be walking you through 11 passive income streams that you can build whilst you are in your 9 to 5 and whilst you are still employed. Because once you realize that you can still make money outside of your job, everything changes. Let's dive in. The very first business I want to talk about is affiliate content pages. Now, before you run away and say, Pam, I've heard about affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing doesn't work. It does. There's a difference. Let me break it down, what you should be doing in 2026. Now, what is this? Well, this is where you create content around a particular tool or a niche or a product, and you earn a commission when people buy through your link. Now, let's have a look. Look around my office, for example. So I have a plant behind me. I'm wearing clothes. I'm using a mic. I am wearing a watch. I have long hair, so I have hair products. I have my amazing award behind me. And of course, there are areas of my office that you cannot see. I have lighting. These are all products. Now, here is the 2026 upgrade for how you should tackle this. Here is the old version and how people used to do affiliate marketing. So one, they would start a random blog, throw up some links, and hope and pray. Here is the version for 2026. One, pick a niche. Two, create searchable YouTube videos. I'm talking either long form content, shorts, even TikToks, or even Pinterest ideas. I mean, step back a minute with me. Look at this. Let's talk about this mic, for example. Don't leave this video, but after this, test me on this. Go onto YouTube and type in just the phrase, let's say, lapel microphone. Just do that. Just do that for me. What you will be seeing in front of you is a list of videos, content that other people have recorded about this one piece of products that many creators use today. And what they're doing on YouTube is getting traffic to themselves as a brand, but also to the products. And I can almost guarantee you that if you look in the descriptions of those videos, you will see a link taking you to a store, either Amazon or a TikTok shop or their own Shopify store, any e-commerce store where you can buy this lapel mic. And that is where the business is, because they get commission. So essentially, you are building content around the niche, a product or topic around what people are already searching for. So what platforms can you do this on? Or rather, what could you be talking about? So this is amazing when you're talking about things such as tools people use every day, software that businesses are using, books that people are reading, platforms that they should be using or creating content on, services, or even beginner-friendly ways to make money. And here is the reason why I like this. One, you don't need to own a product. You start by selling somebody else's. And that is what makes it one of the fastest entry points to passive income. Print on demand with strong distribution. And again, you're going to say, but Pam, print on demand, is that really passive income? Is that really? Let me show you. Now, this is one that if you're not doing it properly right now, don't even bother, because print on demand kind of died. But here is how it's been resuscitated. Now, the old version of print on demand was throwing random slogans on t-shirts and hoping people buy. That version is tired. Now, the better version is this: building around a niche audience, a message, a brand identity that people already care about. So instead of generic merch, think a niche faith audience. I see this all the time. People put in scriptures on t-shirts, scriptures on their hats. I love all that stuff. Scriptures on plates. I own some of that stuff. Another niche you can think about are niche book lovers, a work from home niche, the exam prep niche, the finance niche, or a funny career niche. The reason print on demand still works is because there is no inventory. The reason it fails, however, is because most people skip distribution. So the rule is this: no audience, no sales. Now, you fix that by attaching your print on demand item to a message and to content. Niche blog with ads and affiliate. Now, before somebody says blogging is dead, no, it isn't. Generic blogging is dead, yes. Content with no strategy is dead, yes. But searchable content tied with specific intent is still alive. Now, the upgrade you need to have if you're going to run this year is this. Your blog cannot just sit there looking like a dusty diary. It needs a support system around it for it to work. So the modern version looks like this. You have to have searchable blog posts, affiliate links, and then you can consider display ads a little bit later down the line. You also need to have an email list attached to that, and ideally a lead magnet or a low ticket product. This is why I still like niche blogs, because it brings you the traffic, and of course if you have the product behind it, that is where passive income comes in, especially if it's a digital product. So those are 5 businesses that I have put in the easy to start category. Now, they're not all passive income from day one, but they are doable and realistic. And most importantly, they get cash moving fast. Creating a YouTube channel. I'm going to tell you right now from a creator on YouTube, so take this from me. Having a YouTube channel is one of the best passive income ideas out there. And I'm telling you from experience. Why? Because one good video can work for you. Be your workhorse, making you money months after month after month, and sometimes year after year after year. Why? Because it brings views, it brings trust, it brings buyers, and it drives affiliate income. It can lead into memberships, communities, services. Now, here is how I would do it if I was starting my YouTube channel again this year. Don't just chase views. Build videos around 3 things: search, intent, monetization. That means you're not asking, will this go viral? You're asking, will this attract the right person and lead somewhere? That is a huge difference in creating a successful channel that builds passive income. Listen, I don't even think I have a video on YouTube on my channel. And this is, on YouTube itself. Listen, guys, if you want me to break down my YouTube strategy, I went from 4,000 subscribers to 40,000 subscribers in 1 year. I went from 4,000 to 40,000 in 1 year. If you want me to break down exactly how I did that, let me know in the comments. I don't want to take too much time laboring on this because that's not the point of this video. But I am so passionate about this, and I don't want to waste my time. So if enough people really want to hear this strategy, I'm talking at least 50 people, otherwise it's not worth it. Even 100 people. Otherwise, it's not worth the time and effort. If you really want it, let me know in the comments. All right, let me move on. Now, let's dive into the next passive income idea, and I love this. And it is the newsletter business. This one is powerful because email is one of the few platforms that you actually own. Now, in 2026, newsletters are not just little projects that you own or that you do. They can become serious business through sponsorships and paid subscriptions, affiliate recommendations, digital products, and audience partnerships. If I were to build a newsletter from scratch this year, here is the upgrade that I would make. I would make my newsletter super specific. I would make it more useful, more opinionated, more niche. I wouldn't make it broad at all. So, for example, I wouldn't say, here are my thoughts for today. When it comes to building a newsletter business, the money is in becoming known for something clear. All right, let's dive into the next passive income idea, and that is selling products that solve a specific problem. Now, let me tell you this hands down. This is how I grew my business. I remember when I first started, I created one digital product, and that product generated $65,000 in 35 days. It was a digital product, and it was passive income. I created it the one time and it sold over and over and over and over again. Now, where people go wrong is that they start selling or wanting to create and sell random template bundles. That's not going to work in 2026, guys. What you want to focus on is make sure that whatever you are creating, this template, that it solves a specific problem. Think a script or some sort of tracker, a planner, a swipe file, a resource pack, a scorecard, a setup system, a diagnostic. All of these things are still selling and sell very, very well. I want you to focus on creating something that saves time or creates a result quickly. Now, I love templates because I can create them the one time and sell them over and over and over again. And if they're attached to the right niche and the right promise, they can convert beautifully, especially if it's low ticket. All right, let me dive into this next passive income idea because this is one of my favorites. It is the get paid to read system. Why is it one of my favorites? Because it is one of the most overlooked passive income business ideas out there. Now, what does the get paid to read system include? I'm talking audiobook narration, proofreading, reviewing, voice work, reading-based gigs, and other income streams built around reading, speaking, listening, and language. Now, the reason I love this is because most people position it as tiny income pocket money. they are making a big mistake. Here is the upgrade that I want you to do if you're going to try this right now. Stop treating it like a random side hustle, but treat it like a system. In fact, I created a document that teaches you this exact system, and I'm giving it away for free. Now, how do you get paid your first $50, your first $500, your first $1,000? I've covered all of that and told you exactly what to do inside the Get Paid to Read system. So if you want access to that, make sure you comment below so that my team can come back and put it in your hands. Just type in, send me the Get Paid to Read system, and a member of my team will respond back and show you exactly how to get access to it. Now let's dive into the next passive income idea. And this idea is all about building faceless short form content pages. Now, this could be TikTok, Reels, Shorts, Pinterest videos, even niche clip pages. Now, the old version was people would pump out random content and hope for ad revenue. Now, what I want you to do instead is build a clear monetization path from day one. So this could be affiliate links, lead generation, digital products, newsletter growth, tool recommendation, print on demand, or even low ticket offers. The reason this works is because you create content at volume without tying everything to your face. And if you pair that with the right niche, it can become a serious traffic asset. So those are the low or no startup cost ideas. You can see the theme here. The smartest ideas are not necessarily the fanciest. They're the ones that let you start without waiting for money to land from heaven. So the next passive income idea is mini digital products. Now, I am the queen of this. I cannot lie to you. This is how I've built my business. I have built several mini digital products that have made thousands and thousands. The highest that I have made in the shortest amount of time was $65,000 in 35 days from 1 minute digital product. This specific product started selling at $9, then went up to $17, and then to $27, and even linked up to a high ticket product because it blew up so much that people just wanted more and more and more and more. So when I tell you I know everything there is to know about digital products, I truly do. If you want to learn how to create and sell digital products in 2026, make sure you let me know in the comments. I want to teach you, but you got to let me know it's something that you want to learn. Now, let me break down this strategy real quick for you. What is a mini digital product? These are products that you can sell for $9 or pounds, $17, $27, $47. I would stop at $47. So it could be a $7 guide, for example, a $17 toolkit, a $27 playbook, a $47 starter pack. And I love this model because with AI, it is so quick to create and easy to sell. Now, what is the upgrade that I want you to make right now if you're going to implement this? It's this. People do not want big, bloated products anymore. They don't. They need you to get straight to the point, especially if they have paid you. So they want speed, they want clarity, and they want results from this product. So that means that your product needs to solve a problem fast. So I love this because you're not trying to impress people with 97 videos that they're never going to watch. No, this is where low ticket digital products still absolutely work. If the problem is clear, the outcome is clear, and the buyer can use it quickly, they will buy. The next passive income idea I want to talk about is this. It's called a lean membership. Not a giant content vault, a lean membership, meaning that people stay because they're getting help with something current, specific, and useful. Now, if you're going to be creating a membership this year, or a lean membership, as I'm asking you to, here is the upgrade that I would make. People are not paying monthly just to access information anymore. They pay monthly for relevance, ongoing support, fresh shortcuts, updates, and community, answers, momentum. This is why I still love memberships, but only when the business model is right. The next passive income idea I want to talk about is a paid community. And yes, this is definitely slightly different to a membership. A membership's all about content, whereas a paid community is more access-driven, network-driven, or accountability-driven. It works best when people are paid for one of three things: proximity, support, or speed. Here is the upgrade that I would make. People are much less interested in community for vibes anymore. They're not going to pay for that stuff. They need and want a reason to stay, a reason to log in, a reason to participate. So the community needs a strong promise. This is what makes it monetizable. As usual, I want to see you in the comments, my friends. Make sure you comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are on these passive income ideas, what your questions are, which ones you are most interested in, and of course, anyone that you want me to do a deeper dive on. Before you leave, make sure you check out this video.